First, we'll discuss FERPA, or the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act, which applies to any entities receiving funds from the U.S. Department of Education. It ensures that parents and guardians have access to their students' records and can direct any corrections they deem necessary. FERPA also restricts the ability of districts to release student data without written parental consent to only appropriate school officials, another school the student is transferring to, auditors and evaluators, financial aid staff, school-initiated researchers, accrediting organizations, legal officers in the case of judicial order or subpoena, appropriate emergency officials, and juvenile justice authorities as dictated by law. Finally, FERPA allows schools to disclose some directory information as long as public notice has been made of the type of data that encompasses and parents are given the opportunity to restrict disclosure of the information. Directory information can include name, address, telephone, birth date and place, honors and awards, and dates of attendance. Next is PPRA, or the Protection of Pupil Rights Amendment, which restricts school staff from asking for certain information unless written parental permission is granted. Among the restricted information is political position, mental or psychological illness, sexual behavior or beliefs, anything incriminating, critiques of relatives and people close to the student, any information deemed privileged, such as that between a doctor and patient or lawyer and client, religious beliefs, and any income information not related to providing assistance to the student. PPRA also prevents students from being targeted by marketing surveys, provides parents with access to information, and puts restrictions in place regarding physical examinations of students. HIPAA, the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act, addresses healthcare topics. If a district has health officials who record health information, as is the case at Lodi Unified, it is subject to HIPAA. Under HIPAA, any medical information that could identify a student is protected. FERPA overrides HIPAA, though. If records are protected by FERPA, they are exempt from HIPAA. COPA is the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act. It's governed by the FTC, and its main focus is on personal information collected on students under the age of 13 and preventing this information from being used commercially. Personal information would be name, address, any kind of contact information, social security number, and the student's voice or picture. CIPA is the Children's Internet Protection Act, and its main intent is to protect students from content and from other users on the Internet. Accordingly, it mandates that districts must enact Internet safety policies. These policies ensure that students are shielded from obscene content and that their online activities are monitored. They must be taught appropriate behavior when using social media and how to identify and respond to cyberbullying. Further, kids must not be allowed to access unauthorized material, and their personal information must not be provided to unauthorized sources.